Welcome, everyone. Um, Glad you're all here. This event is being produced or presented or put on by Friends of Democracy Telluride, which is an Indivisible group, and also by the Progressive Women's Caucus, which is a local organization that does things like hold events that support community and also does a lot of election kinds of related things, forums and things like that. So anyways, I'm really glad you're all here. And a couple of things. There are tables over there for sign making, if you're so inclined. And next week, Friends of Democracy is organizing carpools to go to Montrose for the No Kings Day, the official No Kings Day event in Montrose. So if you're interested, we've got a sign-up table over underneath the tent, and we'll include you in any information on that. Also, if you want to be on our mailing list, Friends of Democracy, sign up over there, give us your email, and we'll go from there. Again, thank you for being here. The purpose of this rally is really to raise awareness for some of the things that are going on in the country that especially affect us here in this community. It's not just what's happening nationally, but it's also, it affects how we live our lives, how comfortable people feel being involved in things. So I'm really glad you're here, and we'll hear from our speakers a little bit more about that. One other thing. Donations are welcome. Nobody here is being paid. I know that you're not paid protesters, and we're certainly not paid for what we're doing, but there are some costs involved, and if you want to make a donation, again, over underneath the tent, it'll pay for things.
Which tent?
This tent. It'll pay for things like the supplies to make signs and things like that. So, without further ado, Suzanne Chevins will do an invocation to kind of get us started.
Hi, thank you for being here. It's a great day. And I'm really proud to say, finally on my resume, I opened for Emily Scott Robinson. These J's just never seem to end. Relentless day upon day of fresh new hells, foul impossibilities raising their muddy heads from the swamps of our too soon forgotten history. We don't learn, it would seem, except we see from history we have weathered these tortured golems before. We, the people, must, once again, heave a collective sigh, break out the cardboard and tape, and say to these would-be kings, "Don't make me get off this couch." And so, here we are, off the couch, able to see lightning from behind. Here we are, all backpats and how-do-you-do's. Let's grab lunch, you look great. Waving signs like magic wands, stirring the air, telling the trees, we do it for you. We do it for real bread and clouds set aflame. We do it for future beings and untouched land, for each morsel of hope. We do it for love, for justice, for one is for all. Now here's the thing. We can return to the couch when the peril is gone, when we send back to the darkness the false kings with their paper crowns. History tells us that they will rise again, but so will we, again and again. These days just never seem to end. Thank you.
Ooh, she says that so well. Thank you, Suzanne.